Let me ask you something real. When did joy become a crime? When did dancing, yes, dancing, become a scandal? And why is it that every time Meghan Markle takes a breath, the British media acts like it's a threat to the monarchy? This week, Meghan shared a sweet, simple clip. Her and Harry, laughing, loving, dancing, trying to bring on Labour before their daughter Lilibet was born. And the reaction? Predictable, cynical, manufactured outrage, reheated for the millionth time. Too much, too public, not royal enough. But here's the twist the tabloids don't want you to see. This wasn't oversharing, this was liberation. And it just proved exactly why Meghan was never going to survive inside a system built to silence, shrink, and sterilize anyone who refuses to play dead. Let's talk about what really happened, and why joy, when it comes from the wrong kind of woman, is treated like rebellion. Why does Meghan Markle's joy seem to make some people so uncomfortable? It is a question worth asking. We see it time and time again. Her smile, her laughter, her moments of open happiness. These are things that should be celebrated. Yet, they often spark a strange kind of unease. This unease is particularly loud from certain corners of the British media. It is as if her happiness is a problem to be solved, or perhaps a threat to be neutralized. Consider that wonderful moment in South Africa. Meghan was filmed dancing with local women. Her joy was infectious. It was spontaneous. It was real. She moved with grace and enthusiasm. Her face was alight with a genuine smile. This was not a performance for the cameras. It was a connection, a shared moment of pure, unadulterated delight. She embraced the culture and the people openly, a beautiful display of humanity and connection. That unbridled joy is, for Meghan, entirely natural. When Meghan expresses joy, the reaction is often predictable. It is swift, it is cynical, it is frequently unkind. The British tabloids in particular seem to have a script. A joyful Meghan is often twisted into something negative. Her happiness is reframed. It is presented as calculated, or worse, as inappropriate for her role. This narrative is pushed relentlessly. It seeks to undermine her every genuine emotion. The goal seems to be to cast a shadow, to make her joy appear somehow wrong or unearned. Think back to any number of occasions. A shared laugh with Prince Harry, an enthusiastic wave to the crowd, a moment of pride at the Invictus Games. These instances are often met with harsh scrutiny. Headlines will question her motives. Commentators will dissect her body language with suspicion. Was her smile too wide? Was her laughter too loud? Was she trying to steal the spotlight? It is a pattern of behavior that is deeply concerning. It feels less like journalism and more like a targeted campaign. Why does this happen? Why this constant negativity? Let us contrast this. How is joy expressed by other royals treated? History shows us many instances of royal happiness. Queen Elizabeth II was often photographed smiling, in her younger years and even in later life. These moments were seen as endearing. They showed her human side. Princess Diana, too, had many moments of public joy. Her laughter with her sons, her compassionate smiles. These were cherished by the public. They were seen as signs of her warmth and relatability. No one accused them of being inappropriate. Other contemporary royals also express joy publicly. They laugh at events, they share tender moments. These are often reported with a positive spin, or at the very least, neutrally. Their happiness is not usually questioned. It is not usually dissected with suspicion. It is accepted as a natural human emotion, something to be welcomed, not criticized. The difference in coverage is stark. It is impossible to ignore this glaring disparity. Section 4. Happiness as an act of defiance. For a woman like Meghan, joy can be seen as rebellion. This is a sad truth, but it is one we must acknowledge. She is a woman of colour. She is American. She is a self-made individual who entered an ancient institution. In such a context, her open happiness is powerful. It challenges the unwritten rules, the expectation of quiet conformity, the demand for a more subdued presence. Her joy is vibrant, it is visible, and for some that is a problem. It is a deviation from their script. Her happiness is not just personal, It is symbolic. It represents a break from the old ways. The tradition of the stiff upper lip is deeply ingrained. Royals are often expected to be reserved, to keep their emotions carefully hidden from public view. Meghan's approach is different. She is authentic. She connects with people on an emotional level. Her joy is part of that connection. It signals independence of spirit. Section 5. Meghan, a modern light in an old establishment. Meghan Markle represented a modernizing force. She brought a fresh perspective to the royal family. Her background is rich and diverse. She had a successful career. She was a global advocate. Her humanitarian work was always important to her. She spoke eloquently about causes she believed in. This was a woman of substance, a woman with her own voice and her own ideas. She had the potential to connect with new generations, to make the monarchy feel more relevant in the 21st century. Her energy was palpable and inspiring. This modern approach could have been a tremendous asset. Imagine the possibilities. A royal family that truly reflected modern Britain and the modern Commonwealth. Meghan's presence offered that chance. Her ability to connect with people from all walks of life, her natural warmth and empathy. These were qualities that could have built bridges. They could have fostered a new era of engagement. But this vision was met with resistance, a resistance that seemed determined to stifle her impact. Section 6. The unyielding spirit. Joy as true resilience. Despite the immense pressure, Meghan has refused to be subdued. Her joy has not been extinguished by the relentless criticism. She continues to smile, she continues to laugh, she continues to find moments of happiness. This is not an act of ignorance. It is an act of profound resilience. She chooses joy, even when surrounded by negativity. This shows incredible strength of character. It is a testament to her inner fortitude. She will not let others dictate her emotional state. Her spirit remains unbroken and bright. The power of her public joy is a clear statement. It is a form of quiet, dignified defiance. It shows that she will not be broken, that she will not be silenced or made small. Her happiness is authentic. It is hers, and she shares it openly. This very act of living joyfully despite the attacks, it is a powerful message to the world. It speaks of courage and self-possession. It inspires many who face their own struggles. To see her thrive is a source of encouragement. Her continued happiness seems to further infuriate her critics. To those still stuck in the Jeremy Kyle logic of royals as mannequins, wake up. The world has changed. Our expectations must evolve with it. Because real leadership, royal or not, doesn't come from hiding behind walls of silence and press briefings. It comes from showing up, being human, dancing into your power, even when they say, sit still. So next time Meghan shares a moment, joyful, raw, real, maybe pause before you roll your eyes. Maybe ask, what am I really reacting to, and what does it say about the roles I still expect women, especially this woman, to play? Let's stop punishing people for living with joy. Let's stop pretending tradition means stagnation. And let's start demanding better stories than the ones tabloids keep feeding us. Because, darling, the monarchy didn't break Meghan. She simply stopped bending. Mic dropped.